Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to our channel.
Welcome back. It's been a minute since I've seen them both of us together.
But I know last time we told y'all we had a lot to talk to y'all about.
A lot of tea to spill.
So we got Arizona. Sit back. So by the time of this video, y'all can see that this is going to be about us surviving our functional family. Or whatever you call those human beings. I don't consider it a family. So I don't really know how we want to just start this off.
Should we start at? Should we start out what just happened now? Or should we start from the beginning?
I think we'll start from the beginning because it'll make more sense about what happened now.
Okay, so I guess we can as y'all know that we are adopted
by our grandmother.
We never lived with our mama.
Biological mom. Us and our two other siblings. But
no, 3 months. Granny took us in at 3 months.
3 months. We were pretty much babies. That's all we pretty
much
were babies. I said pretty much babies. Yeah, we were babies. That's the person who took over the place as a mother. You know, so we didn't never call her mom or anything, but she took on the position of that.
Outsiders did. Like, if we was to go to the store or school, like they don't be like, where's your grandmother at? They say mom. So like, well, how's your mom doing? Like, they're not talking about our mom. They're talking about granny.
So basically, in her house and living in her household, we didn't have like any like I would say like privacy. We didn't have any respect. We didn't have a lot of
basically nobody to protect us
or
for one thing. Like,
no
we didn't
protection.
feel like we were safe in our own home.
So I think our granny had a problem with understanding that she raised us as her kids or whatever she called it. We seen it. I mean, from a baby on up, you were there. So she had a issue with the separation of her kids and us, which they overstepped their boundaries so many times. Yeah. And when I mean so many times, I mean ridiculous. So many times. I mean, from coming in of my aunties, name calling.
Wanted to discipline us. Like mom or dad.
No, it was multiple incidents where me and my sister were growing up. We already grew up in a negative environment and negative people. Nobody never encouraged us to do anything. It was always you were slow, retarded, black, ugly. It's all the above.
My own mother told me that she wanted to throw me away in the trash can. You know, so stuff like that. It just
coming from people that claim they love us. But okay,
how do you love somebody and you tell somebody that? But
okay. But we just kind of grew up only having each other to lean on. We didn't have adults to come to actually protect us from these freaking evil human beings.
Like Big G tried, but it's only
our granny's mother.
So much she can do.
Our granny's mother, the lady that's raising us, her mom, she was the only centerpiece of our life that gave us some type of hope. Cause she grew up around like her, telling us about God and faith and hygiene and how to do certain things. We learned that from her.
How to clean, organize. Like BG taught us all of that.
Yeah. So yeah.
But growing up, it was
hell.
Coming home from school is like we gotta go in our rooms. We can't even be comfortable.
It was always somebody there. It was always somebody there. It was always somebody there because they always overdid it. They always came into our household making us feel uncomfortable, going through our refrigerator, staying longer than they need to. Exactly. And it's fine,
coming early in the house, but it's like sleeping, making noise, like
opening our room door, coming in our room. It was no type of respect. And Granny did a horrible, I love my Granny, but she very much felt us very much so as growing up. I feel like she just set no type of boundaries when she it was cousins, aunties. These are who we talking about. I'm not gonna say no names, but it was mostly our cousins and our aunties that came in doing the most. And it's like, I feel like looking back, it was a way to make fun of the fact that, we don't have our mom, our dad's not around, we at Granny house. So, well, it's like they seen us as nothing. That's how I took it, because that's how they treated us.
Because that's what they said. Each word they said, pretty much. We're Katrina slow kids.
Basically, all you made us.
Yeah,
I said, yeah.
It's okay.
It was like
it's
basically
okay.
was already pointed as the outcast due to the fact that we literally had nobody. We had nobody.
I honestly always felt like me and Lissy was like the outcasts of the whole family. Like we were just so much different from everybody else. Like in so many ways, and people didn't recognize.
We never bothered people. We were not full of drama. We were really quiet as kids.
Yeah,
we really stayed to ourselves
until be the villain.
Yeah, like, until the only time we actually speak up or do anything is when we're defending ourselves. We have to grow up defending ourselves, not from bullies at school, not from people on outside, but from our own family members. We have to defend ourselves for people coming in with the disrespect, wanting to put their hands on us, physically touching us.
Yeah, this has happened so many times.
So many times growing up.
And Granny wasn't there to protect us.
Majority of the time, she'll try to make it seem like that we were the aggressors or we're the one that's bringing this on. When in reality, we were just defending ourselves. And not to mention, the people that were bothering us were older women. They were grown as hell.
I think they got like a thrill or something off bothering kids.
I swear.
I just don't understand.
Going to the fact that, it's certain stuff that you can do as a kid, like we couldn't, they say it's talking back or being disrespectful.
Like, how? If we're just defending ourselves and we're not even doing nothing. Like, me and Leslie wasn't bad kids.
We weren't.
We went to school, weren't. We came home.
People barely even knew that she even had us because we were always in the house. We didn't do anything. So that's why I think our anger really, really started building up when the fact that people is messing with you, coming at you as a kid. You're a kid. What can you do?
And it's like me, y'all. It was like in my head, I just always felt like, well, I don't have anybody to defend me. So anytime anybody did something to me, it's like, okay, in my head, okay, it's going to be revenge. Like, I'm going to do something 10 times harder that's going to make y'all mad.
And see,
y'all not gonna like me for doing
and this
that.
is what I mean when me and her were so different. Like, we are twins. Don't get me wrong. We are alike in so much way we're different because me, when I was younger, I always had that sweetheart. I always would sit here and talk back to people that literally probably did put their hands on me, call me on my name, did whatever they wanted to do.
I would be so
she'd be so mad at me, but I'm in my head, like, oh my God, this is my family. I thought it was normal. Like, okay, they got into it. It was like, I thought it was normal growing up. And I thought I was supposed to just sit here and just welcome them back in my life and my energy.
With her. I'm like, Lacey, they have done that so wrong, and you still going back talking to them. You still doing this. I'm like, let's see, man, you finna fight at this point because why are you talking to them for?
So
me, y'all, I didn't start talking like when everything happened. I wasn't talking to nobody in this family. It's like I felt like, okay, it's all y'all at this point.
So like we mentioned, it was multiple fights that we had, but it was one fight that put the icing on the cake that made me and not trust nobody. I didn't want to deal with nobody in the family at all. And we don't have to say no names, but this is our story. This is what we went through. Yeah. This is what hurted us and affected us as growing up as fucking kids. So if anybody feels some way towards it, honestly, I don't care because y'all went there. It's not y'all story to tell. I just really don't care if anybody.
My question is this: nobody in this family can ever say me and Lacey have done or said something.
Have started something with them. I swear.
Unless y'all started it with us first.
And that's facts.
We never started nothing with nobody at all. Never talked about nobody at all unless y'all came to us on some bullshit and we just defending ourselves. That's it.
So basically, this was a fight that happened freshman year. I was just getting out of a fucking psych ward. I don't care about saying all this. I tried to commit suicide. I didn't want to be here. I didn't have nobody I could come to. When I told people, when people thought I was doing suicide, they made fun of me. My family made fun of me, saying I was doing it for an attention. Ain't nothing wrong with me. My granny took hours to take me to the hospital. She didn't give a fuck. Nobody cared. They laughed at me. This whole time I was going through fucking pain because I didn't know who to come to, who to talk to. We were literally sitting in depression for so long.
Yeah, each and every day. We came home from school and went to our room to close the door behind us.
It was nothing. It was nothing.
Every time we seen somebody,
it was no, hi, beautiful, how's your day? How are y'all doing? Need help? It was nothing.
How was school today?
And then we leaving home from school, we putting on a mask, we faking it in school because we already go to depression at home. Come home, then we see the same people that's sitting here coming into this household and doing whatever the hell they wanted to do. And then they excuse me, I didn't burp. And like I said, it was multiple altercations that we got to with these family members.
I would say I became numb, y'all. I just when I say I don't give a fuck. Like, I really meant that. Like, whatever what was going on, if I don't give a fuck, I just don't. Like, this whole family, I'm like, I don't fuck with y'all. I don't fuck with y'all.
And then they act like they don't really know why. But I'm trying to give y'all a timeline so y'all can understand what's going on now.
Okay,
it's something that happened now.
Freshman year.
So the freshman year, that's like probably was my hardest year going into high school and stuff. Like it's big for everybody. So I don't know. I just was going through a lot of depression during that time. And it's like me and Lana. It's like we were going through our own type of depressions. I only could be there for her for so long because I'm going through my own stuff. Yeah. She's going through her own stuff, but we only had each other type shit. But we are kids. Y'all get what we're saying? We're kids. It's only so much that we can sit here and lean on with each other for. So, anyways, this Saturday is I get back home. And it was a cousin that was there. This is the cousin that I do not deal with. This
cousin, she was running her mouth the whole time about Let's See, going to
school, telling about my business,
making it whatever Let's See was going through, taking it as a joke. That's running her fucking mouth, y'all.
As they all did. So I'm already mentally going through something, and basically an argument had broke loose with her and my cousin. And they end up getting into a fight. Now, it was only them two that got into a fight.
Yeah. Me and her, it was only me and her that got into the fight.
Only her got into a fight. And
I've been waiting for this to come out.
Yeah, because it's been a lot of lies in this story. So we're gonna just set the shit straight, because that's one memory that I will always never forget, because I'm gonna tell you how family do you. But anyways, so they got into an altercation, they started fighting or whatever, sis did her thing. I don't know why people put in their head that motherfuckers that came around and just beat somebody's ass. That never happened. And that's on my kids, it never happened. Anyways, they got their thing, sis did her thing. I guess she was upset. So her sister came in, and this girl allows on and said that she didn't got jumped. We jumped her.
As soon as we get done fighting, Let's See, she was still talking at them out from the living room.
And I think I pushed her.
Let's See came into the living room and pushed her and whatnot, and that was it.
And that was it. But it wasn't two people just beating her ass. Now, hold on, we could have. That's the whole thing. But how do we built so? That's what I'm saying, man. It's so much that we didn't do that we could have did, and we should have did, but we didn't. Nobody jumped her. Her sister comes in, and I'm sorry to say, I feel like people were old enough at an old enough age to sit here in a situation could have been resolved. But she gets to listen to her little sister saying that she got jumped. I'm telling her,
she like, oh, these hoes
just jumped me. I'm like, you lying? Nobody jumped you.
Nobody jumped you, Pookie. Like, why is you lying?
So I'm telling her that, I'm arguing with her sister. I'm like, nobody jumped her. I'm like, Drew, nobody jumped her. My big sister was there too as well. I'm like, nobody jumped her. Everybody already fucking seen what was going on.
It was a one-on-one
so she got
fight.
to saying she's tired of us, and I'm thinking in my head, how y'all tired of us, and y'all keep coming out.
Y'all in our house.
Y'all tired of us because we don't want to keep dealing with it. It was a lot. So they end up leaving. So we're just sitting there, the fighting happened. We coolin'.
The fighting happened. Granny's not around.
My granny's not there. It's just my oldest sister, her baby, me, and Lana. That's who's that. That's it. So we sit down. We see her car. We see their mom's, our auntie car pull back up, and she busts our auntie. I'm gonna keep repeating it. Our auntie busts open the door. What's the problem? My sister is sitting on the couch.
And Granny couch is like,
her couch.
The couch was like, y'all, the couch is fucking low as fuck. It's like basically I'm sitting on the floor. Like the couch is just broke down. We need new furniture. The couch is low, y'all.
So instead of her being a real bitch, she wants to sneak my sister.
Yeah,
and this is where this whole big head come from of her whooping somebody's ass. No, you snuck her. That's what you did. While she was sitting down on the couch, you ran over and you kicked her. During that period of time, it was me and my older sister. I wasn't focused on fighting my other family members. I was trying to get to her because my sister's obviously sitting down.
Let's see, mine was like on a.
It was like we're trying to get to her.
I'm trying to get to her.
Exactly.
So that's how everything.
It was so much going on.
So fast. And we kids, y'all, so what the fuck? Our auntie just came here.
Right, my oldest sister, her kids back to fight her nieces. Trust all gone. I don't trust nobody. I don't want to be around nobody. I'm cool.
After that day, like me in my head, I'm like, fuck everybody. Like I'm about to play dirty. It's finna be some shit going on.
Now me, I'm like I said, I was a little slow to the letting the shit go and fucking not saying fuck everybody. I was a little slower than Lana, but don't worry about it. I didn't catch up with it now. But I'm not gonna get into all details. Basically, everybody started fighting. I started fighting the older sister. My older sister started fighting the mom. And then during that period of time, in my head, I'm like, is this actually happening?
That's what happened, y'all. In the fight, like, I'm a real ass person to say it. I blacked out of the fight. Like, I blacked out and you're still fighting me while I'm already...
Exactly.
I blacked out. Like, you didn't put me out. You didn't
get out one-on-one and square with nobody. Like when you did, when you did, it was a whole different type of fight. But people don't want to... But yeah, so... it was just motherfuckers was lying, and motherfuckers been lying for years. Motherfuckers came out with them left out with that fight like they took a victory. Like everybody's saying so fucking like
oh, you got your ass. We went through a moon like.
Call it what you want.
Call it. I don't give a fuck.
You only got that shit off because motherfuckers are sitting down on the couch and motherfuckers know that.
Motherfuckers had to
stop with the line.
So that
was the one that we said with that, like the whole lying thing, what kind of irritated me,
lied
and not being truthful about what really the fuck happened.
And motherfuckers just walking around cocky like that fight that happened 10.
But this the same person that want to be up in your face, cousin. No, you're a fake ass.
Like
fuck on.
This girl come in the house, want to talk, play around. Nobody don't pay this girl no attention at all. Like,
and like I said, it took me longer to like wing away from her. Lana been like, and let me mention this. It was never we mentioned the fight because that was the fight with the ice on the cake. But after a while, the fight we weren't even worried about the shit. It was just the shit they would start doing. Like y'all were just. Your energies was negative. I didn't want to be around motherfuckers. Then I had kids, guys. So when I had my kids, I already told myself, ain't nobody gonna sit here and talk to my kids any motherfucking type of way. Or the shit they try to pull me ain't gonna be pulling my motherfucking kids. My kids gonna know they gonna have somebody behind their back 10 toes all the time. Ain't no questions or anything. My kids gonna know they got a fucking mama that's stepping behind them. So that's why I said with me, I feel like I cleared my path when I had my kids because I didn't want my kids feeling how I felt as a fucking child. So no. And I was staying with my grandmother during the time.
Yeah, like motherfuckers actually got shit to lose. Like motherfuckers not.
Yeah, I'm not gonna crash out about nobody.
Bullshit. Like nobody's not about to.
So I politely, like I said, I have gotten older. I have started people telling people what it is and what it ain't. I have told this girl her face, I don't deal with her. Ain't about no, I don't like you or nothing. It's just I don't deal with you. I told my mom the same thing when we got into it. I don't never be cool.
You know, we would
it's
never
nothing.
Have no relationship.
I just don't allow myself to sit here and put myself around people that I know that ain't gonna get me out my body. Because I know me. And I don't have time to be sitting here doing that when I have kids. And B, that I can just tell with your energy, you're fake. The people can smile.
We are real good at reading.
I'm telling y'all, they can smile in my face and cousin. And your energy tells me otherwise. Mm-hmm. And coming up to the day, and what I will explain what we said about energies, people showed their true colors on this last fight that just happened a couple of fucking weeks ago. With what? Another one of what? Our aunties.
Yeah. So it was a fight between me,
our biological
sister,
mother,
our mother, and our auntie. We had a fight, y'all. A fist fight.
And
it's like that day, y'all, when it happened, I was just so tired. I was just so fed up. I was just tired of holding.
It was a lot of stuff, yeah. That I feel like
I was giving
childhood trauma
a chance to be in my life because I don't need y'all in my life. I was doing it because it was making y'all feel better. It seemed like it's something about us, like about our energy. Y'all just want to.
But it's been that way since a child. Y'all been whatever it was that they seen in us before we seen it in ourselves. They tried to stop it because that's why all the negativity about y'all can't do this and y'all can't do that, and they always doubted us. They never thought that we was gonna graduate.
That's not the mission yet. Oh.
They never thought I was gonna move out my granny house. I was told so many times, "Oh, you ain't finna go nowhere. You gonna be saying granny for the rest of your life. You ain't going nowhere." She was told that she was too slow to make it to do anything. She wasn't gonna accomplish shit.
I don't know why they felt like this about us, that we were slow. And it was that, but Yeah, we have accomplished a fucking lot.
But I said, as getting older and learning, it's because that's how they felt about themselves. Y'all felt like that y'all weren't good enough. Y'all felt like that y'all was not going to accomplish shit. That's y'all try to put y'all insecurities about y'all thought about y'all selves. Then y'all try to throw it on us, but it backfired. Because every time y'all tried that shit, we shine the fuck through. Each and every time they came in with the words, with the abuse.
Period.
We always came out on fucking top.
This how our whole family just were, y'all.
Okay, guys, so we gotta quickly make this ending.
The storage is getting full.
The storage is getting full, but we're gonna come back with a part 2. But basically, we're gonna wrap it up with saying that we left everything in the past. I don't really have nothing to do with nobody, against nobody. I don't fuck with those people, and I'm gonna leave it at that.
And I don't either.
Forgive, never forget, and we doing good. And
life is cool. We're just here to tell our story. And how we feel. But part 2 will be us telling y'all about the fight that we had
with our
mom.
second auntie and our biological mom.
Yeah.
So stay tuned.
Stay tuned. More juicy tea.